All right, so here's the former UFC flyweight champion, Brandon Moerno, and of course the night DC made his debut on the cans on the UFC telecast in 2016. This man made his UFC debut, and I think in the eyes of a lot of people he has overachieved, but certainly not in his own estimation. He knew he could be this guy.
I mean, he feels like that. It felt like Brandon Moerno was not going to get here. He wasn't going to be widely regarded as one of the best flyweights that we've seen. I mean, you got to call it what it is, right? There's Demetrius Johnson and everybody else. And when you start thinking about that second tier, you think Deiverson, Figueiredo, you think Brandon Moerno. You didn't know that this young kid from Mexico had that ability. His skill set has improved to the point that you can't talk about the division without him. He's been a tremendous story, and I've been so lucky to watch him. Let's see if he can add to that tonight as he steps back into the octagon.
And when in doubt, you may want to bet on the Mexican fighter, right? He is a Mexican savage. The heart was on full display against Kai Kara-France and throughout his UFC tenure thus far. But he remains the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion, Deiverson Figueiredo. He's probably happy to have that Brandon Moerno series behind him now. But a lot of people wondered if this guy was long for the flyweight division. He has proven he can make the weight. And when he's able to compete at that weight, he's the best in the world.
When those guys were scheduled to fight for the fourth time, I thought that would be my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Fighting one guy 4 times, but Figueiredo got through it. But in order to get another victory tonight against a new opponent, he has to use his full skill set. He has to depend on the wrestling. He has to depend on the massive power in the boxing and that jiu-jitsu background that he possesses that he doesn't use as much as you would expect. He's a well-rounded mixed martial artist that needs to use those skills, all of those skills tonight, in order to get another victory.
A lot of people expect maybe Figueiredo would move up to bantamweight and realize some success at some point down the line tonight in those familiar flyweight waters here in the octagon. Our tale of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC Flyweight Champion of the World, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moerno. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Flyweight Champion of the World, Deiverson Figueiredo.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. The fourth, but perhaps not final installment between flyweight. All right, so we'll see if Brandon Moerno can get off to a good start tonight. He is a 5-tool player, but the jab would appear to be his weapon of choice here in the early going.
And honestly, John, he's developed it even further as he has gone to Missouri to train. The guy is getting better. He does a good job of fighting his range. He's shortened his stance a little bit, so he's not so much in a boxing. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He lands a massive to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is.
Oh, good knee.
Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight. So more output, at least in the early going.
Oh, he hurt him again, bro.
Moerno's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now.
As the fight goes on, you'll see Figueiredo pick it up a little bit as he starts to feel more comfortable, trying to get the big shots off. Everything he throws with absolute power, from his punches to his kicks, just power in everything he does.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head.
He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. No, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over. Got his guard pass. Oh, he's going triangle here.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, he bails on the submission now. All right, so now we start to see some visible damage in the form of swelling as the ground and pound strikes continue to land.
Big ground and pound.
Fighters inverted now.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Figueiredo. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working. Oh, nice elbow.
Combination landed by Moerno. Well, it's not due to a lack of effort. He continues to throw, but this is like double-A striking. This is not high level.
Yeah, you can't be missing. It takes so much energy to just throw a strike, but to be whipping like this, it only exhausts you because every moment he's trying to throw to knock his opponent out, you're just catching air. It doesn't feel good. It's also embarrassing.
Well, he is really seeing things well offensively here tonight, and he's caused a lot of swings. That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, nice level change.
Back to the feet now.
Clean punch.
Buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Figueiredo's now dealing with a cheek cut. Oh, big knee there. Uppercut lands.
Another takedown land.
Round two is next. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the duel. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, so his legendary chin holds up despite getting knocked down in that previous round. DC, take us through the highlight.
He's as tough as they come. There has not been a guy that can take shots like this. Most times the night would be over, and gladly over after you take a shot like this. But this man is just too tough. Some people say he's too tough for his own good. He would not agree with you. He wants to fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Nice leg kick there by Figueiredo. Head kick blocked. Beautiful straight punch there by Figueiredo. Nice jab by Brandon Moerno. High guard, and he gets that thing to the target quick.
Gets to the target quick, and you can see the assassin baby starting to really feel himself right now. He has found his flow, he's in his groove, and like I said, that jab is what starts everything coming from the fighter from Mexico.
So, DC, I'm not sure if fear of fatigue is a factor, but given his body of work in the UFC, you got to be surprised that he hasn't attempted to get the...
Oh!
That's it!
Oh, my goodness!
I mean, you got to be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
Here we go inside the octagon for the official decision to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 47 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, and still the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Deiverson Figueiredo!
All right, so Deiverson Figueiredo at his devastating best tonight. He is your winner by knockout.
Not many small guys have this type of power. Deiverson Figueiredo